Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney, and guess what time it is? The markets, they're soon going to be closing. It's nearly 4 o'clock, and tonight, Game 1 of the Islanders versus Tampa Bay in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yes!
So, quite honestly, I'm pretty hyped. I've got my blue tie on, and I need to keep the adrenaline going with a drink. Why? Because it's happy hour here in the Big Apple. Well, stocks not seeing too great a session today, mostly in the red, as sharp declines in Apple shares on disappointing earnings and the bland Fed statement kept stocks turning lower. But first, let's talk Apple, as revenues missed expectations and fell roughly 13% from the same period last year. As a matter of fact, Apple falling for the first time since 2003, as iPhone sales had their first year-over-year decline. Earnings were 10 cents short of expectations at $1.90 a share. Now, in other earnings news, Boeing reporting earnings that missed expectations, but revenue did beat, while Comcast in the headlines, rising more than 2% in early trade, making it the most positive in terms of impact on the Nasdaq overnight, on reports surfacing that Comcast is in talks to buy DreamWorks Animations for just around $3 billion, that is. Then there's also data today. Pending home sales rising 1.4% in March, total mortgage application volume falling 4.1% last week, and advanced March goods trade deficit coming in at $56.9 billion. You team this all with the U.S. dollar index trading 0.2% lower, crude oil futures pairing early gains to be around flat after oil inventories for last week showed that we had a build of 2 million barrels, this of course from the EIA, and gold seeing quite the surge. Then you have yourself a session right now behind me where 5 stocks continue to advance for every 3 decliners. Let's take a look to see how the markets are shaping up to close out this, the more than halfway point of the trading week. And rather than close on a corporate point, I have to talk about sports because I need to run out of here. I need to get out of here a lot faster than that ball left Cespedes' bat last night. Did you see that? Because yo knows baseball. Let's go Mets. And tonight, the big one. Yes! Mr. Tavares himself, yes! And the New York Islanders going back to the Panhandle State, yes! To play Tampa Bay. And guess what? I see another win. Yes! In other words, it's a big night for New York teams that sport the orange and blue. Yes! And I can't wait to be smiling even more tomorrow morning. For Modern Wall Street, I'm James Sweeney saying I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Islanders, let's go Mets. Yes, yes, yes!